We've all seen that iconic shot of Kerouac. Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift.
Cute I looked yet.
I was about to.
You
Welcome to the real world.
Just cute.
Hot.
Then I might send you a special picture.
I feel like you have to pass some sort of test because Max wants everybody to see how hip she is. She plays it so shy.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom. Splash water on my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
I hate that class, it's so fucking boring.
She's so fucking shy. She takes selfies with a giant camera.
Life is Strange is the second video game developed by Nonund, the creator of Remember Me. If you even remember that game, because that game is mediocre at best. The concept was great, but the implementation was just lacking. But this time, they took a sidestep and walked on the trend of the point-and-click, story-driven, choice-dependent genre, which is we all know that Telltale games are at its peak of popularity due to that genre. How well Life is Strange fared? To start off, I'll give you some background what Life is Strange is all about. First of all, this review is all about the first episode of this 5-part episodic game since the other episodes are not yet released. You are going to take the shoes of Maxine Caulfield, an aspiring photographer who discovers that she can rewind time at any moment, giving you tons of choices and dilemma along the first episode. That's a very good concept again by Don't Nod, but is the implementation of the concept through a game good? The whole episode mostly revolves around meeting the side and main characters and giving them a little bit more depth. This episode also gives emphasis to Max's newfound power, which is a freaking good start for a game. So this review will be cut off from 3 categories: the good, the bad, and the gray. The first 2 are self-explanatory, but what is the gray? Simply put, it's between the good and the bad. It's a mix, so yeah, let's do this review. I'll go on first with the bad things about this game. Well, the most disappointing part of this game, in my opinion, is the lip syncing. I mean, how can you do that? I fail to see how you can do the lip syncing for all the characters this bad. It's like they are murmuring but they are actually saying something. Sometimes it's delayed, it's just way too off, making it really awkward to play and watch.
Do I have to? I just don't think it's that big a deal.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. That's what separates the artist from the amateur.
I mean, come on, you did it a decent way on Remember Me, but why is it so bad here? I really do hope it will be fixed on the next episodes or even get patched right now, which I think is pretty impossible. Also, another bad thing is the dialogues. It is stupid, full of cliches and stereotypical bullshit. Yeah, I said it right, it is bullshit, boring, and generic. And the obvious references are not helping either, and the memes peak. Oh god, what are they, children? They should be mature enough, cause they are not kids, they are, I don't know, senior I guess? Puzzles are way too simple and it's very linear with no other choices to be made to progress. I do not like that at all, especially if the game gives it out to you, obviously. It's like spoon-feeding you the rest of the games. Gamers are not that stupid, developers. I mean, you could have put more challenging puzzles and, you know, let us do the job, except you just spoon-feeding us that, I don't know, it feels so freaking stupid. Major choices are also limited to 2, which is few because it just means that there are only 2 consequences for each actions, which draws back the replayability of the game. In short, you can actually flesh out the game on true try since the decision parts are mostly non-related at all. I really wish the other choices will carry on to the next episode because, well, I don't know, I didn't see the consequences at the end of the game, even at the end of the game, because what happened to the plant if I didn't water it, or if I water it? Will it grow through a tree? Yeah, it's stupid choices. So that's all that irritate me in the game, but how about the gray? Well, like I said, the gray is a mix of good and bad, so Well, the story itself is on the gray, the plot is interesting, but at the same time, it is quite boring if you sum up the whole episode only. Mainly because the whole episode's flow of the story is slow, really slow. Though I did enjoy playing the game at first try, but on the second try, it may get boring, and because it is a freaking drag to play again, because there's no serious threat in the game, and to be honest, there is no memorable part either, except the part where you see the storm, which is freaking amazing, I guess. The length of this episode is adequate, it's enough, but given that the episode feels empty, it should have been a little bit longer because it feels shorter. I guess it's due to the game having a slow pace and it's more on introducing the characters that it kind of lack content. Most supporting characters are blunt. Yes, let's be honest, they are blunt, not interesting at all, and I just do not give a damn about them. While some can be interesting, especially the bodyguard, which is, I don't know, pretty freaking irritating, which is a good thing because I could not care less about the other supporting characters. They are just not interesting at all. The animation can be a little stiff at times too, especially if Max is talking to someone. There is no real direct eye contact between the two, which makes the occasion a little bit awkward to watch. Good thing the camera just sway back and forth to the faces of the character. Again, why move your eyes, man? You should make eye contact to your... It's rude. So lastly, interaction. So there's a lot of interactions everywhere here. Almost all things can be looked at, so there's a lot of things to check out here. This can be good for this type of game, but sometimes there's just too much to interact that it can be a little bit exhausting to check since it doesn't really relate to anything at all. However, despite all this grace and the bad, there are still very good things about this game. First is the concept. I really love the concept of the game. It has so much potential to be a good game. And hopefully Don't Nod would make improvements as more episodes come out. The graphics is also like an art. And a lot of people didn't like the way developers render the graphics, but for me, I really like it. There's really a comforting feeling because of the graphics, and I can say the same with the environment too. It's pleasant in my eyes. It is surreal, magnificent, and clean looking. Choice dilemmas is probably one of the best things in this game, especially on this genre. All choices you make have consequences, whether it's a stupid one or not. There are tons of that here in this episode. And perhaps the best feature of the game is Max's power. You can rewind time to change your choices, though it can be a little bit linear at times. This gives a lot of time to think things through and to disclose the matter whichever you see fit. And I really love how the dialogue later on will slap you in the face for not choosing the other choice. Why not choose the choice? Like, I'm not going to spoil anything, so yeah, just play the game. It's actually cool for the first time. Lastly, the soundtrack and the narration. Soundtrack of this episode is probably the best soundtrack I've heard this year, and it's early in the year, but still, it's still one of the best soundtrack I've ever heard. It's relaxing and has that county feel, that even if you are not in game, you still listen to it. That's how good it is. Narration by the main character Max is pretty good in my opinion. There was never a part where she didn't react about what she clicked, so it gives a life to her, and she's really likable. She's charming and, you know, sort of relatable when you're in high school.
Here's my go-to source for instant photo inspiration. Philip Lorca de Corsia, my man. I don't think I could take my camera to those places. Look at that shot. I love Julia Cameron's Victorian vibe. Talk about analog cameras. Ah, Dolly, what a fantastic eye. He could truly freeze time.
So yeah, to conclude this review, here's my verdict for the first episode of Life is Strange. Story 73 out of 100. Episode 1 story is not revolutionary nor memorable. It revolves around you meeting the main characters and side characters, though it emphasizes on you using your abilities, which is probably going to be used more on later episodes. But overall, the story feels so empty and lackluster. A lot of improvements could be done, especially the choices and consequences that will be dealt while playing this game. Graphics 85 out of 100. It is just very surreal experience and it is relaxing to look at the environment. It may not be one of the best graphics, but it's definitely one of the most beautiful out there. However, there are some awkward animations here and there, and oh god, the lip syncing. Please fix it on the next episode. Please. Gameplay 78 out of 100. The gameplay at this point is decent. There are a lot of interactions to do here, though some may not really relatable to the story, but it still gives you points on who Max really is and how she interacts with others and well, what is her take to the surroundings. However, puzzles are way too easy and already laid out by the story, so it feels linear as there is no other way to do it. And there is no challenge at all, so it's like spoon feeding at its best. However, we cannot deny how cool the rewind time feature. It gives an original take to this genre. It really is unique and there are tons of ways to mix other features with it. It is one of the key factors of the game. Sound, 93 out of 100. Oh wow, the soundtrack alone is the best I have heard so far. It builds up this relaxing feeling all throughout the end. It's relaxing, satisfying, and top notch. The voice acting of the some characters are above average too. They really nailed it here, but well, some really has a boring voice, or I don't know, could have delivered their voice acting better. Replay value, 66 out of 100. Sadly, the game is just too slow paced, and I doubt you'd want to play it for the second time because it will feel like a drag. Even though you can try other options, it just doesn't give you a good replay value because, well, this episode is boring and not memorable at all. The choices lack variety, it just felt so linear sometimes. So the verdict is 79 out of 100. Life is Strange Episode 1 is an average start for a game, because it simply introduces you to the characters, hence, the whole episode felt empty in my opinion. The lip syncing is bad, really bad, it just feels so awkward. And I do hope they do well on the next episode, so please devs, I beg you. The puzzles are also way too easy, and this episode is just spoon feeding you throughout the game, giving it a low replayability too. However, rewinding time is a nice concept for a change in this genre. It gives an original and unique feeling for those who like playing point-and-click games. But again, this feels like it's been underutilized, not until the end when there's a little bit of trouble. And you can go back and check if you like the other choices or not, but then two choices felt so linear, especially if there is nothing regrettable consequences later on. The soundtrack, ambience, and narration lifted my opinions for this game. Those alone are the best things in this episode, and it just catches you and really adds a good atmosphere throughout the game. Again, this game is only good for one try or maximum of 2 tries, if you can bear to play for another time, because it is a drag for me. I played it for the second time, I just can't bear it, especially if you have other things to do. And hopefully the developers will iron out all the bugs and animation in the next episode. I really have high hopes for this game. I didn't say it's bad, it's just there's a lot of improvement to make this game really good. So yeah, that's all for my review for Life is Strange Episode 1. If you guys like it, please do like this button. Smash that like button, subscribe, and share this to your friends. And yeah, see you guys next time. And also, before I forget, please join my giveaways every 50th to 20th to the next month. I don't know. just join my giveaway. I keep posting it and keep it as a trailer on my channel. It always runs for 2 weeks, and giveaways start from 50th, between 50th to 20. So guys, check that out. Right now there's no giveaway yet, but I guess probably sooner I will post up a new giveaway. Yeah, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. You can also donate to my Patreon page, which, well, if you like it, if you think I deserve it, then go like it, cause I love you guys. So yeah, the Patreon page is for funding my giveaways, so that's all up to you. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.